All right, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel for another update. I'm recording this one earlier, okay? Even though I can wait till more after market close, I'm going to try and record a 5-minute video here just going over everything. The first thing I'm going to be doing, okay? Because this discounts all TA, okay? This is it, people. This is it. I just recorded like a 20-minute video of like me just talking to you guys about like what the heck do we do? What do we do? Do we keep the call side of the strangle right now? I'm already in twice as many October 31st 260 puts as I am in the October 21st 270 calls, and I don't know what to be doing. Okay, I'm gonna be straight up with you. I don't know if I'm gonna keep that hedge. I'm not gonna say anything. Okay, I have no idea. I could decide by the end of the day to cut that. I don't know, but at the same time, I don't want to be in the pain if we do rally tomorrow on PMI data. But at the same time, the news is saying none of this matters. Okay, and that's why I'm saying we're gonna start off with that. BOE, okay? I'm going to read this straight from Twitter. All right, straight from Twitter. Fast stock market news. That is who we are reading it off of. All right. Oh crap. Press briefing by Press Secretary Karen Jean Pierre. I wonder if that's anything to do with what's going on. I hope you guys made some money on the downside move. BOE's Bailey message to funds is you've got 3 days left, okay? Let me just read the thing that really is just putting a nail in the coffin here. And this is what I'm saying. Like, this is screwed up, guys. It's screwed up what they did. They gave everyone this hopium, and then they're sucking it right back out, all right? All right, so we got BOE's Bailey bond buys will end Friday. Guys, that means they're quantitative easing. They're them doing whatever it takes, okay? Whatever it takes, which they're going to continue to buy bonds. That's what whatever it takes. That's what it means, all right? They're saying now they're not willing to do whatever it takes. And I think it's because they've acknowledged what I acknowledged when they made that decision. They literally gave the market hopium. I think it was one of these green days we had that. And it's I told you guys, like, this is what I'm saying. The people who were bullish, they are the clowns, okay? They were the people who were going to get rugged. And all I was trying to do was trying to like say, hey guys, listen to who you are taking information from, okay? Like, I'm serious. Evaluate who you're taking information from, because if they had this Fed pivot in the back of their mind, and if they're pushing that narrative, get them out of your sources straight up, because they're not acknowledging what I was acknowledging, which is like, it doesn't matter what the Bank of England does. It doesn't matter. Like the rock meme, you know, it literally doesn't matter, because either way, they were preventing the inevitable from happening. They're just pushing it down the line. Okay. Guaranteed. It was only a matter of time before they acknowledge what I acknowledge, which is, okay, you're going to do whatever it takes, but you're going to send your currency into oblivion. Anybody who thought the US Fed would be following in their footsteps, I'm serious. They don't understand the financial system. I was very vocal about this. I got some messages about it. I was vocal, okay? It makes no sense that they would ever fall in those footsteps, because they have a superpower they have to protect. At the end of the day, they want the market to crash so it can fix itself, okay? The whole inflation problem, I'll tell you right now, it would fix it, okay? Or at least like, hey, now we don't have to do much, okay? Bring it back down to COVID lows, okay? If you somehow get down to COVID lows, like, yeah, they probably will halt rate hikes. I'm serious, guys. Like, just take away the wealth effect. But if they turn back on the money printer, like what BOE was doing, okay, people are going to start spending more money, okay? It's the wealth effect. If you make the market go up, people think they got more money. Boom, they spend more money. More money circulates, okay? More of the same dollars circulate. Boom, inflation. All right, like, seriously, anybody who was bullish, okay, off of what the BOE did, does not understand the financial system. So I'm sorry if that's anybody in the audience, but I'm here. And I can tell you right now, I understand the financial system. I'm very confident in that. All right, it is all a debt-based system. And what I was saying last week, 2 weeks ago, yeah, it still stands. All of it stands, okay? The moment was destined to happen. And I'm just going to say right now, charts have predicted the news yet again, okay? They have 3 days. That is Friday, okay? Bond buying for Bank of England will end on Friday. Guys, do I cut the calls? I don't even know. Like, this is still what I'm frustrated with. I added them on the start of this candle. Like, it was the end. It was like I bought half at the end of this. I bought half like right at the start of this. And then we saw this coming. I was like panicking. Go. because like, holy crap, dude. At first, in this candle, what did I do? I went straight to Twitter and just refreshed my feed to see what was actually taking place. Why did that happen? Okay. And I still want to, I want to point out right now that you're having these volume spikes on the green candle. So that either means they're going to send it up or someone is trying to prolong this thing from crashing. Okay. And I just want to point out again, these are rational markets, guys. All right. Holy sweet baby Jesus. Now I'm glad I didn't cut the hedge, right? Because we were back to break even down here. Well, a little down. I think we were down like 1 or 2% when we were at the lows right here. But also, guys, TA really is the only thing that anybody really needs. You don't even need to pay attention to the news, all right? You know why? Because, like, aside from news, where did we enter our positions, guys? Where did we enter the positions? And why did we enter the positions? Because this has only happened 2 times in the last 22 years. And it was, or we'll say 20 years. This only happened 2 times in the last 20 years. And when was it? It was right before the dot-com actual crash and right before the '08 crash. Well, where are we seeing it right here? All right, we see this pop up. We got our second close underneath. That is another warning sign right in front of our face. Okay, the fact that this whole week got wiped out off of that data, that was a warning sign in itself. All right, but I'm just saying, guys, the writing was on the walls, all right? I didn't know that some very bearish news would come out that like, hey, we're crashing the market on Friday, all right? Just realize, okay, if they do decide to let the pension system fail, it will be a Lehman moment, and it will crash the whole world's financial system, okay? Every single economy across, like anybody who is involved with the inner workings of all the other countries, they're screwed, okay? We talked about this a few videos ago. It doesn't matter what bank fails. When one important bank fails, I talked to you guys about the list of 20 most important banks, and Credit Suisse is having trouble, and they're under 10, okay, but over 20, all right? And that list of banks is just like, okay, if one of these banks fails, it's going to be catastrophic for the rest of the banks, and the rest of the banks are the big ones, all right? So it doesn't matter what breaks in the system. It doesn't matter if it's the England's pension system. It's all going down with it, okay? So we are days away from that happening. I'm not trying to rub it in anyone's face. Don't take it that way. Don't you dare take it that way, because that's not what I'm doing. I told you guys, I'm not bringing you guys straight up bearish information with a bias. I am telling you guys the warning signs, and the warning signs just so happen to be very freaking bearish, okay? That's what I was saying on this week, and that's what I was saying on this week, all right? And then I also said that right at the top, okay? So keep in mind who has been literally consistently nailing the tops and bottoms. And then also keep in mind who had no idea news was coming, but like if we do get a crash, guys, just please spread the word of this channel. Please do me that solid. Please leave all the likes, every single video. Please leave a like. All right, if I am making you money, which I'm serious, guys, if anybody has been following along, there's not a chance you haven't been making money unless you completely did the opposite of what we have been talking about. All right, so like it's not like I'm serious. Even noobs can make money off my channel, and that's kind of the purpose. So I want everyone to be able to make money as they learn. Okay, that's really the purpose. And look at that, guys. We are having another, what I believe to be a bull trap. Now I'm going to be quite straight up with you guys. Like, I don't know how far this thing is going to go. Okay, I am still debating whether I even want to hold the call side of the strangle right now. I told you guys what I'm at. Okay. I got half the calls that I do the puts, and the puts are longer dated because I want to be able to catch a crash, okay? If we have a 3-week-long crash, I'm catching that crash. I got the October 31st puts. I loaded them up. Unfortunately, I didn't do them. I was literally debating, should I be doing them? I'll point it out right here. I had this chart out. I delete it now. But it was literally right there. Like, this was such a perfect rejection we had going on here. Like, we had this channel / wedge or whatever you want to call it. And then it was on this candle I considered adding part of the put position just because, like, hey, I mean, the calls are already up. Like, they were up like 35 to 40% when we were over there. Up here, they were literally up 55%. So that was really sexy. Kind of sad I didn't get to sell any up there. But, you know, that is the point of the strangle. I'm trying to catch both ways. I kind of wish I did add the puts before, like, literally these 2 candles. But you know what? It clearly ended up working out. So I don't know what's going to be happening, guys. I can't promise I'm going to keep the call side of that strangle because we do know the market, like, if they let the pension system fail, guys, Boom. That's the nail in the coffin. That's the Lehman moment. We're all tanking. Every single economy is going to be put through the ringer if that happens. All right. Or I should say every single economy, but that'll be coming from every single financial system collapsing. All right. And if you guys want to see what happens when a financial system crashes, what do we have going on here? All right. People want to say COVID wasn't a crash. I think it was a crash. People call it a correction. No, this was a crash taking place right here, and it would have went way further down if the Fed did not literally at the bottom. It was one of these days. They announced they will do whatever it takes. What does that mean? QE to the max. We will do what Bank of England has made the mistake of saying they're going to do, and now they're not doing it. All right. And maybe they're going to flip again. Maybe they will say, oh, nope, we changed our mind. We can't let it fail. We can't. Maybe they will. I'm not saying they don't. Okay. I'm not going to look like a fool. Because, hey, guys, everything is on the table. That's all I do here in these videos. I bring you guys everything you need to know that is on the table. I don't tell you guys specific outcomes, okay? And that's because I don't want to ever be wrong, because I'm not going to be blindsided by something, and that's why I will never be wrong. Everything is on the table, all right? What we do is we come up with likely scenarios, all right? I didn't know news was going to come out with the weekly close on here. We had the second weekly close. Like, that's bearish as hell. Okay, you want to see the financial system collapsing. We're in for a financial system moment where we literally crash. Okay, this was the Qs in 08, guys. Like, straight up. This is how you bounce there. We didn't bounce there. All right, we closed underneath it. All right, they wanted it to happen. That's why I think the charts predict the news, because algorithms know what's going to be happening in advance. All right, because they're run by big money. Okay, and if big money knows something, wouldn't they program their algorithms to do something first? Okay, and then boom, they can cause that moment. All right, and also give signals to other technical traders of like, hey, that news might be around the corner. I didn't know bad news was going to be coming out with the non-farm payroll numbers. I had no idea, but now I didn't see this one coming. I'm going to be straight up with you guys. I had no idea this was coming. No idea. Okay. But I don't even know if the data, the PPI tomorrow, I don't know. I don't think maybe we rally off, and that's the point of this, the hedge here. But like, it is more likely that you just don't. Okay. And the only reason that I'm still in the call side of the strangle is because, like, hey, like, anything could happen. These are very irrational markets, and I'm not allowing that put position to be wiped. Okay, if we end up skyrocketing for some reason, I'm not allowing that put position to be wiped overnight. Not happening. All right, the call side will be paying for it. But if we do, open down 3-4% come one of these days because bad PPI or CPI, or then we also have the FOMC notes. They're FOMC minutes, which are just notes of the actual FOMC meeting of the last one. And we all know that was bearish. Okay, so I don't know what's going to be happening. All right, I have no idea what's going to be happening, but I'm just letting you guys know I'm prepared, and so should you guys be. All right, guys. So I think that covers everything. But yeah, just to reiterate my point: first close, second close. Boom, bop, bing, boop, pow. 2 weeks down, 28%, baby. 28%. Even if you missed this massive move right here, this whole candle, okay, even if you missed the 4% move right there, in the grand scheme of things, it's not going to matter, all right, because this is what is on the table, all right? I'm serious, guys. That is what I think is on the table here, and I'm just going to go over where we would be falling. All right, I already have it marked, okay? I already have it marked right here. If we lose this, which this was going to be the first place I was taking profits on my puts, all right? And I mean, I actually ended up taking them earlier than that. But now I'm literally back in. Now, if I bought puts at the low again, like, I'm just going to say, screw me, okay? Like, that sucks. But that is the purpose of that hedge, all right? If Bank of England completely switches course by Friday and says, no, we're going back to it, I mean, not only is their credibility going to plummet, but their currency is going to plummet even further down from all-time lows, which at right now. All right, so I don't think that is going to be the case, but if it does, yeah, I'm not being screwed by it, okay? But I'm just going to show you guys, once you do lose the zone, it is a 9% drop, guys. Imagine catching a 9% drop on the Qs with short-dated contracts, okay? I mean, they're short-dated, but they're not too short-dated. They're October 31st. I think that's 3 weeks from now. Yeah, it's like 2.5 to 3 weeks. Yeah, we'll say 2.5 weeks. We will be catching the move if it starts on Friday. All right. And that is what I look forward to. I don't know if it's going to be happening, but holy Jesus, I really hope it's a week like this. I don't hope for mom and pop investors and people who just haven't taken these warning signs to heart. All right. I'm sorry. Okay. That's all I can really say. I'm sorry that like you most likely be losing your butt if you do not sell out before Friday and then go through with what they're talking about. Everyone's screwed. Okay. Except for the people who are holding puts. All right. Which luckily we're traders here on this channel who happen to catch like pretty much every move. All right. So luckily we'll be on the right side of that trade if it does come to fruition. And worst case scenario, it doesn't come to fruition. Bank of England reverses course again, and boom, maybe we rally, and maybe the calls on the strangle end up taking away some of that pain for us. And let's get it, okay? But at the same time, guys, like I really don't expect us to. I just don't expect us not to die. That's really what I want to get out there. I don't expect this whole candle. Holy crap! It engulfed all of that massive candle right there. I don't know, guys. I don't know if I'll be holding the hedge, but like I want to just because of what I just mentioned. So I probably will, because either way I'm getting paid huge if we do fall. All right, guys, with that being said, now we can actually cover the actual TA that I don't think is really going to matter. All right, maybe it matters for the next 2 days. And maybe we see some pain on puts for the next 2 days. I don't know. That's why I have the hedge. All right. Because PMI comes out good, there you go. All right. Like maybe we rally off it. And I do want to point out the TA is also suggesting you rally. All right. But let's be real. Okay. That's like a Lehman moment waiting to happen on Friday. All right. So if it does happen, TA goes right out the window. But I will say on the larger time frames, the monthly time frame and the weekly time frame, yeah, you got two massive warning signals. You got the confirmed move lower for the next monthly candle right here with the close underneath this bearish Harami candlestick pattern, with the VIX closing above right here of the bullish Harami candlestick pattern. You guys have seen what's happened here. We are higher than that close right there. So I'm just saying, guys, we had like, it was screaming in our face is what I'm getting at. Okay. And at the same time, we had QQQ closing, the NASDAQ closing under here. And now we have the second week, guys. It was destined to happen. All right. That is why the charts predict the news. Well, no, that's not why the charts predict the news, but this is another example of the charts predicting the news. They have shown their proof of concept yet again, and I am absolutely astonished. Okay. And if we do completely reverse course somehow, you got the monthly or the weekly bullish divergence right here, barely 149, and we have 147 right there. If we do move lower, you're screwed. But again, we do have this thing that I was calling out before. We have that going on right there, and all you have to do is not have your CCI come under 185. But if we have a crash, guys, who cares? Okay, who cares about the bullish divergence? Who cares about the possibility of it forming? Because it's not going to be forming. If we have a crash and it brings this thing lower than 185. All right, guys. So I think that's pretty much everything. Like, we don't really have much to talk about. I tweeted, or not tweeted, I sent a post out. We'll call it alert. I sent an alert out earlier on the VIX and SPY. They're both green. And if we ended the day that way, I will guaranteed be taking all of my put position, because that gives it an 85% probability of SPY having a down day in the next 2 days. We do know news is coming out, and the charts do predict the news. So that does suggest the news is going to be bad if that were to happen. Either way, I don't think it's going to matter. All right. I really don't think anything is going to be mattering. Let's see what happened on the 4-hour time frame. Okay. Do we have, no, we still don't have our, oh shit. No, we have now had the 4-hour bearish divergence on the VIX 4-hour time frame. All right. You see it here. I told you guys this is exactly how the VIX works, but I will say right now, it doesn't look like it's finished playing out. Okay, it does not look like it's finished playing out here. All right, it looks like, I'm just saying, guys, the VIX could go boom, boom. All right, it could go boom, boom. We still haven't hit the target here. I'm not saying it does pull back before hitting it. Maybe it skyrockets and SPY and QQQ end up just absolutely falling off a cliff and going to these levels mentioned. Okay, which I don't know where the hell it went. We just had it marked out. I don't know why I completely took it off. Right here. Bada bing, bada boom, pow. I am hyped. I am really hyped. I hope this thing crashes, but not for everybody else, but for me. Yes, I really hope. And again, yeah, that's hopium, but I mean, the reason I'm in doing what I'm doing, that's 100% not hopium. I'm a logical being. So yeah. All right, guys. So I think that's pretty much it. We got the bullish divergence there. There's really not much to go over. I just want to give my final warning sign that, like, hey, guys, Crash is 100% on the table over, honestly, in the next week. All right. Like, if it's going to happen, we go and see it. Okay. The U.S. steps in and pivots on Friday, or we're seeing everything collapse. But here's the thing. Why is the U.S. going to pivot if they know things are going to collapse? Think about that. All right. Now, maybe we get a reversal off of this level right here. All right. Maybe we do. We do have the smaller bullish divergence right here too. We have the triple bearish. We have the quadruple bullish divergence going on, not bearish. So I'm just saying, guys, things get really rough. But also TA suggests again, VIX is going to be cooling off and the QQQ will be rising. All right. And SPY is with the QQQ. Same exact thing. You have this divergence right there. All right. Where you just completely fell off right there. All right. So, I mean, hey, TA is in your favor. All right. If you're a bull, TA is in your favor. What's not in your favor is the news. The inevitability is, did I say that right? Inevitability of a crash moment taking place on Friday if they do decide to flip that switch. All right. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm prepared for both, but I think it's very, very, very likely that you do. But what I will say is you got your daily oscillators. You got a hinge. I warned you guys of that yesterday, and I think it was the day before as well. Maybe it was just yesterday. I don't know. QQQ, you get the same exact picture here. You got your hinging, not as much as SPY. It doesn't look like, yeah. QQ looks a little worse than SPY. What I will say is you're falling on, again, declining volume, but it is 349, so I can almost guarantee you're going to have a volume spike that's going to push it over that day. So I guess it won't be declining volume. VIX right here, you're starting to hinge down. This stochastic does not look like it's losing any strength, though. We'll see. We will see. Either way, charts predicted this move even before it happened. We broke out from that bear flag. Told you guys there was the bullish divergence going on Mr. Bitcoin. Okay, it's still there. I don't know if it's going to play out. My guess is it's not, because we would have to break out from here. And I think the algos, whoever controls Bitcoin, all right, the algorithms mainly, they know that, hey, if you push it past here and you get the close past here on the daily time frame, everyone's buying. Not everyone's buying, but like a good amount of people will send this thing up. And that's just my opinion. All right, guys. We did yesterday call out that there was the bearish divergence on oil. Might have been yesterday or it was the day before. Either way, it was literally when we were up here at this top, and then we start coming down, guys. Again, charts are everything, okay? People who discount charts, they're losing. And I promise you, if you discount the charts, you will lose, okay? You will, well, I'm not going to say you're going to lose in the long run, but I'm going to say right now, there's not even a chance you're coming even close to the gains that can be made, okay? From just allowing the charts to tell you what is going to be taking place. All right, guys. That being said, I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.